Hey there guys, this week's video is going to be about the Netgear AC1000 Router, kind of the baby brother to the Nighthawk series, and I've been testing it for about a week now in my new apartment, and me and my roommates have been using it for all of our internet access, so I'm going to give you my thoughts about the router and kind of tell you some facts about it that might allow you to decide if it is the right router for you. So let's go ahead and list off some of the features that the router boasts. I'll have a link to the router down in the description below so you can check out the full feature set, but these are kind of the features that are most important to me. First off, it has AC wireless, which is kind of the latest and greatest standard when it comes to wireless connectivity. So that's good so that you can have fast speeds and low latency over the network. It boasts a 5 GHz network on top of the standard 2.4 GHz, so if you are in a close proximity to the router, you can use that 5 GHz to get you a faster connection to the router and less latency and whatnot, since that signal will be traveling a bit better, although the 5 GHz is going to not penetrate objects as easily, so if you have a lot of walls in between you and the router, your signal will be less than the 2.4. But overall, we actually have 4 networks set up on this router right now because we have a main and guest network and then a 5 GHz version of both of those, so that's 4 networks in total, so that we can have our guests on either the 5 GHz or 2.4, and then same with us, the 3 that live here. We can have either be on our main network on 5 GHz or the 2.4. So that kind of leads into the next feature of the router, which is that you can set up guest networks on it, and it's actually relatively easy to set them up. There's no real difficult workarounds or anything that you have to do. It's all just kind of laid out there for you to set up that guest network and get people onto your Wi-Fi without them having to have access to your actual Wi-Fi network, your main Wi-Fi network. This router also has 4 Ethernet ports on it, which is kind of important for us since we are all running desktops. So we have all of our desktops wired directly into it using 3 of those 4 ports on the back, and all of our phones and everything are on the Wi-Fi, of course. Accessing the router and setting things up is relatively easy. Their on-screen menus are easy to follow, and you can also go into the advanced view if you want to do some more advanced things such as port forwarding or other things like that. It is easy to access that portal. There's just a little website you go to. You don't even need to get the router's IP address. You go to that website, and that website will connect you to your router so long as you are on the network and accessing that router. They also have a phone app, which I actually kind of find to be the best way to do things. I would do all your preliminary setup and everything in the web browser just to be sure, and it kind of runs you through the setup with a better tutorial. But once you got everything set up, definitely get the phone app so that you can control things. You can see your network map, see which devices are connected to it to see if anybody is accessing your network without permission, if they've broken your password or something. And yeah, you can also pause devices over the phone, and there's just a whole bunch of features that you can use in there. Not all of them will be fully supported with the AC1000 because that app is meant to cover all Netgear routers, and the AC1000 doesn't have a full feature set, but it has most of the features that people are going to need. This router also supports some relatively fast internet connections, also well above 300 megabytes per second. And so you're not going to run into any problems there. So yeah, it is a very fast router, and it does a great job for our high load situation as our only networking device here. The router also has mounting holes on the back if you want to hang it on a wall, off a ceiling, something like that. We just have ours sitting on our entertainment center area, and then having all of our cables run from there. Overall, the AC1000 is a fairly affordable router at about $55, give or take. It depends on if it's on sale or not. That covers most of the features that almost anybody is going to need. You can do almost anything with this router, and any of the features that are not included with it I kind of find to be frilly, like the gaming features on some gaming routers that are supposed to send your gaming packets faster. I don't find that to be really that important. I don't even see an increase in speed on those routers, so I don't know really what that feature is meant to do or even how it works. I think it's just kind of there as a marketing ploy. This router really doesn't have any of those frilly features, and it does work very well. It's very fast, and I've had 0 connectivity issues with it, and it was really easy to set up. So I definitely recommend it, especially for $55. It's handling a very high load situation right now, and over the course of the week that we've had it, we haven't had any issues with it so far. If we do encounter issues, of course, I will make video updates and help you guys troubleshoot it. So if any of you do decide to get it, definitely tell me if you encounter any issues, and I can kind of work with it to see if I can figure out what's going on there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was not sponsored at all. I bought this router for our apartment when we moved in, and I just figured I would make a video about it so that you guys could have the information at hand if you were looking for a router, because this one is truly a pretty nice router. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you like the content on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you have advice for future content that I can make, leave that in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.